Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the evening session of day 16 of 28 Days to a New Consciousness. And of course, we begin right now here live on the Awaken the World page. Hello, hello, hello. And hello, Kim. Boy, you were on there just like that. Talk about being on top of it. Kim's like a tiger. She's there just ready to pounce. And boom. Good one. Yeah, Kelly was still trying to find where we were, actually. So this morning we had a little discussion about meditation, right? We talked about why everyone's kind of figured that notification thing out, and even I was like, oh, look at that, there's a little bell there on my screen for some reason. I use the Opera browser on my computer, and it tells me, tell me every time they go live, whatever it is. It's great. Then I know when I'm supposed to go live too, sort of. So we were talking about meditation this morning and why we meditate. And, you know, the lineup I picked for this weekend was not by chance, okay? I have spoken to a number of group members in the last couple of days. And there are a lot of people really struggling with this. And, man, do I want to put an end to it for you. I really do. In meditation, we are offered the opportunity to understand some truths. And the reason why the only thing in life you ever want to disassociate yourself from is that which, in associating yourself with it, you are not living in truth. I know that sounds a little convoluted, but the reality of it is this: you really must learn to disassociate yourself from that stream of thoughts. And the reason that's okay is the association with that stream of thoughts is the lie. I want to take this a little step deeper because I've explained this today to a number of people and yesterday on one-on-one conversations, and some of the things that came out of those moments were very valuable. So let's look at exactly what happens, okay? You, as a data collection device for divinity itself, that divine creation, and data collection device is by no means trying to simplify the human experience, okay? But that's it at the end of the day. When we take off everything we think about it, what's left is a data collection device. Became self-aware, and that's part of the process too. It's perfect, and it was meant to be. Now, what did this self-awareness mean? It meant that there were enough people on the planet evolving to enough of a point that collectively consciousness was born. Conscious awareness was born at the level of mind. We're not talking the overall consciousness. We're talking the mind level consciousness, egoic consciousness, the sense of individualization. Although it's not individualized per se, it is one egoic consciousness of which we are all constantly taking part of. This egoic consciousness contains both the conscious mind and the subconscious mind and the collective subconscious mind in one big thought ball of energy. Everything that everyone's ever thought and felt about what they thought and the opinions they've had about what they've thought are all there. All the dreams, all the nightmares, in short, all the collected experience of so-called individuated members of humanity as one. And you ask anyone who travels astrally, and they will tell you the same thing. You can see it from off-planet when you look back. We, as data collection devices, contain powerful transmitters and receivers. The forces of nature as defined as vibrational states, okay, mold our existence in this unconscious state of believing that you are your egoic self. Whatever vibration that receiver transmitter is at is the vibration it will receive from the collective consciousness, the collective ego of mankind and womankind and every kind, humankind. And that is received as a stream of thoughts. It's received as a into the subconscious first, your individualized subconscious, which is nothing more than all the deep-seated things that you've told yourself about the experiences you've had. And then it pops into your conscious mind, that stream of thoughts. Because your mind is diligently reading out loud the stream of thoughts in your own voice, you buy into the fact that those thoughts are yours. You know, before I learned how to speed read, I used to read like most people did. As I'm reading the page, 28 Days to a New Consciousness is being repeated, not read, repeated, out loud by my own voice in my head. But see, I know 28 Days to a New Consciousness isn't mine, even though it's saying it in my voice. I'm aware that I'm reading it and that my voice is repeating it to me for some foolish reason. Totally unnecessary, by the way, when it comes to reading. It's the same with our thoughts. It is your voice reading out loud the thought stream that you are receiving thanks to your vibrational state. Those thoughts are colored by your past experiences, leading you to believe that they're individuated and personalized just for you, and they're your thoughts, and that those thoughts are also real. Meditation helps you take that step back and gives you the space to see that the thought stream is not what you are, and those thoughts do not belong to you, and that indeed, in whatever vibrational state you're in, those thoughts will change. Abraham Hicks would call it getting into the vortex. Getting into the space between. Whatever it is you want to call it, what it's really about is coming to enough of a place of stillness to see that you are not that thought stream. And again, that fantastic tool, the human body, will always tell you when you've bought into lies that are streaming in as a thought stream. Why? Because you're going to feel bad. We give way too much credit to feeling bad in this society. And we do so that we can be sold a whole bunch of things to somehow try and make us feel better. This is not a blame game. This is an awesome responsibility that you have, that we all have, and this is the gift. This is the return of the whole of who you are. The understanding that all as you have to do is guide yourself into alignment with that higher vibrational state through meditation, through stilling the mind, through recognizing through your feelings, and don't pay them any more attention to that. As soon as you recognize you're sad, understand that your body is saying to you, hey, those thoughts you're thinking are lies. And then you'll look at those thoughts and you'll have an opportunity in that moment in awareness to see that energy body that is not what you are, and to choose consciously to move your receiver a little bit at a time. Hello, Susan. And hello, anyone else I can't see on the screen. Sorry, I'm getting a little intense. I got a whole bunch rushing in and I'm trying to get it out. Where was I? Earth. That's right. So this is literally what we're doing through meditation. We're creating that gap. We're opening that space so we can see that that thought stream is not ours. And we learn to sit by the bank and we learn to tune into the stream we want to see. If we're seeing a dirty thought stream coming by, the only thing we need to get out of that, see, here's the process, okay? So I wake up tomorrow morning and Kelly refused to cuddle me last night. She wouldn't snuggle up with me, whatever the case may be. I wake up tomorrow morning and you know what? I've been thinking about it before bed and that vibration was there and I woke up thinking about it and now I'm feeling bad and I recognize I'm feeling bad. That's all I need to know. Thanks, body, for telling me that I was feeling bad. You can let that go now. I've caught myself. All the stories I just told myself in the head about why Kelly didn't want to cuddle me were lies I was telling myself. What can I tell myself right now that I can believe in 100% that tunes me towards a higher vibrational state? Well, Kelly's back was sore, and it was necessary that she lay on her other side last night. And if I wasn't being such a child about it at the time, I would have seen it. We can go through that process with ourselves to guide our tuning needle, our knob, over towards the higher ranges and the higher vibrations. And within those higher vibrations, of course, you are pulling now, you are now attracting down from that same dark cloud of egoic consciousness. There's lots of light in there too. Every sage, every person that's done a compassionate act, thought a higher thought, the wisdom and thoughts and feelings attached to all the masters, every single human experience that is positive lies within that whole of us and is available to us in the same way that we tend to suck down the crap when we believe lies about ourselves. Kelly's giving me a strange look.
Yeah, Kim just was commenting. She says it's different when someone else is making you feel that way.
Ah, see, but Kim, that's the big lie. It isn't possible at all for anybody to make you feel anything. And I know that sounds harsh, but you gotta believe me, the key to all your own power lies right there. The realization that it is a choice to accept what someone else is doing. In some way, you choose to feel that way. Nobody makes you do anything, ever. Now, a lot of times what happens in our unconscious state, we are so conditioned by our past, we react in the same way we would have reacted before. That's why it's called reacting, right? And in that regard, we certainly do feel like we have been made to feel some way. And indeed you have been. But the person in front of you isn't that which has done it. That which has made you feel that way is that which is within you that is reacting to something that's occurred before, that punched your buttons. This is an awesome power to grasp. And if you ever need to talk more about it, we will. Absolutely. But as a sovereign being, it is quite impossible for anyone to make you feel or think anything. You must choose. And like I said, it will feel that way because, of course, in an unconscious state, especially when we have been triggered and we're totally identified with mind, we are quite literally under the control of the collective data collection device's opinion about the past that it recognizes in resemblance of today. Because it's not seeing the person in front of you. You're not seeing that person in front of you. You may appear to be seeing them, but everything at a deeper level is reacting to wherever that first issue was that this most represents. And in realizing that lays all your freedom too. I hope that clears that up a little bit. So this is why we meditate. We meditate to help realize that we are not our thoughts, to not become unconscious and be taken over. Because that's literally what happens as soon as our egoic selves recognizes something enough, because it is a comparison machine. It must take from the past. If that past is circled with things that are bothering you or have created issues and you are not highly aware in the moment, it will subsume your consciousness for the consciousness you had in the past. And that will become present, and it will relive and react in the same old manner, in the same old way. This is why we meditate. And of course, I've been speaking to a lot of you this week, and I felt there was reason why. This is a time when a lot of things can be very raw. And I want you to know that both Kelly and I are always here for you, and always will be. Much love to you tonight. Looking forward to a great day tomorrow, meditation, a great discussion on love, getting deeper into love again, and really getting to the core of self-love. Because, I had one of our group members say to me, I did that meditation on Valentine's Day Eve, and I felt the love from you, Garen. And I said to them, I have to correct you, okay? You think you felt the love from me, but you didn't. What you felt, because you were in that state of stillness, because you had moved enough of yourself out of the way, what you felt is the love within you ringing in sympathetic vibration with the love it was feeling coming from me. It indeed is the love in you that you are. That's what we have to look forward to tomorrow. So cool. We love you all from the bottom of our hearts. And otherwise, we'll see you early tomorrow morning for the morning session of day 17 of 28 Days to a New Consciousness. As always, namaste.